Okay, I'm showing you this video picture of my cell phone so you can see the date and time. It's 9:03 a.m. on April 2nd, 2014. And I'm also going to use a feature within the tools menu, just really fast, that shows the phone stating the date and time.
Say a command. April 2nd, Wednesday, 9:03 a.m.
Okay, now the reason I'm showing you this video picture of my cell phone is because it's important for me to isolate the date and the time and the year, which you can see again, that it's now 9:04 a.m. on April 2nd, 2014, because I think it's important for safety and security reasons and for evidence reasons when it's apropos pertaining to the subject matter of the video, that I do so because of statements that I make in the videos. Now, this is a computer that I bought literally yesterday afternoon. About, I'd say I bought it between 3 and 4 o'clock at Walmart off of Shawline Road and Claremont Mesa Boulevard in San Diego County. And it doesn't turn on because once I brought it to where I live at last night, well, actually I bought it and then I went to UCSD into the Price Center and I stayed there up until about 7:30 and then I left. And as a result of it being plugged in at UCSD, it charged up the battery for a little while. And so then when I came here and unpacked and got ready for bed, I turned it on and put a movie in it, Terminator Salvation, and then the battery ran out, and I can't even take the movie out right now. So I can't power it up. It won't power up because the battery's, has been used up. So, but the reason why I'm showing you this particular laptop is because because of the following statements. This is a brand new computer. It cost me, between buying the 2-year extended warranty and the cost of it, it was $298, and then with tax and the warranty it came to $350 something. Yeah, and as you can see, it's brand spanking new. Okay, it's still got the stickers on it and everything. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this pertaining to me buying this computer and then having to take it back today, the day after I bought it, is because I'm leaving this note inside of it because I want to be able to, when I take it back to Walmart, have them plug it in order to get my movie out of it that's trapped in the CD-ROM. Now I'm going to go ahead and just move the computer aside so I can prop this video camera up so I can make my statements. Hang on. So I can make my statements pertaining to why this particular video is being made. So let me just get my sleeping bag propped up here so I can go ahead and turn around and prop up the video camera so I can make my statements. And let's see how this works out. Alright. I apologize how I look. I just literally woke up. The reason why I decided to make this video is because I think it's important for members of our community. Oops, hold on. Excuse me for this. Just one more second. Oh, Jesus. Can't put that behind it. Hold on one more second. Alright, here we go. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video, which I'm also tape recording on a digital tape recorder, which is recording the verbal statements that I'm making right now, okay, with this microphone, which was also actually bought yesterday at Walmart. And the reason why I'm making this particular video is because I want to be able to talk to the community at large concerning factual things that I know. I had to be very careful about how I word it, though, because the places that I'm experiencing gang stalking at, okay, public libraries, university campuses, and university libraries, I have to be very careful about the way I word things, because even though I am factually, actually experiencing these criminal realities on these aforementioned environments, which are not the only environments that I'm experiencing it at, they will literally even say, prove it or we're going to sue you. So I have to be very careful about what I state. But I do want to tell you something that just actually came to mind right just now. 2 days ago, day before yesterday, when I was standing at UCSD's bus stop at Gilman and Myers, I caught another student admitting to me and a hidden running recording tape recorder, okay, that a third party put him at the corner to engage in specific physical gestures. Now you can go to YouTube right now and type in learning disabled woman catches gang stalker admitting sent to harass, read comments, which means look at everything in the about feature, which is basically what, when you click on the about feature, it brings up a description of text or what other cooperative material might be in the about feature pertaining to what the host video is about, or additional information pertaining to what the person might be talking about. Now in the about feature of that video shows another video that was made on December 5th, 2011 and posted to the internet on December 6th, 2011. That was me making that video, which was published on December 6, 2011, made on December 5th, 2011, at a bus stop right across the street from the Stonecrest Plaza Walmart. I made a video at that bus stop on December 5th, 2011, me exposing the factual reality that I was putting up with these physical gestures on university campuses. I was talking about how human trafficking is directly connected to gang stalking, and there's another video online that was made on November 11th, either November 10th, 9th, 10th, or 11th, pertaining to me talking about the same exact experiences of me, concerning me experiencing individuals on USD campus engaging in these intentional, deliberate physical gestures. Now you might think to yourself, what is these physical gestures and what it's all about? Well, I'm going to briefly talk about it, but I think what I state will be enough for you to get a general idea concerning why they're happening around me. See, in organized stalking and gang stalking, well, let me just backtrack for just 1 second. This USD video I made on USD campus in November of 2011, a month before the Stonecrest Plaza Walmart video I made at the bus stop, talked about how I was experiencing these physical gestures even by USD library staff, reference staff, and students. Now that was published on around November 11th or 12th, 2011. Pay close attention to those dates. Now I actually got the YouTube title of that particular video, but it's in my backpack and it's tied up with a rubber band. But I've already talked about it in some of my videos, and I got a big enough day ahead of me today to not. I don't remember the name right now, and if I go into my backpack to get it out, I'll have to search for it between a bunch of different papers and then tie all that stuff back up, and I got enough to do before I leave here for today. So the only thing I can do is to tell you is that this video is online. It wasn't named until 2013 because I actually made it and did not name it the day it was published, and then stumbled back across it over a year later because I had forgot I made it. Now, just bear with me for a second, okay? Now, what I'm telling you is that a video was made on USD campus, and that is the truth. It's made. It was made on USD campus in November 2011. Me talking about individuals getting around me at the library, including employees and students, engaging in these intentional physical gestures. I'll explain what those are about in a minute. Then, in December of 2011, I made the same kind of video at a bus stop right across the street from Stonecrest Plaza Walmart. At a bus stop while I was waiting for the bus to come. That's right. Then on January 28, 2012, 3 months after the November video and almost two full complete months after the Stonecrest Plaza Walmart video, I caught 3 teenagers admitting on a tape recorder that was recording, okay, that they were put on the 928 bus route, which was the bus route that was dedicated to the bus stop that I was sitting at when I made the December video across the street from Walmart. It's also the same bus route that I was assaulted on by an individual who had engaged in these gang stalking physical gestures. You can go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. Make sure you meticulously and slowly research every single thing that is in the description of that YouTube video, and you will literally see that I predicted that assault 11 days before it occurred in an email file. Getting back to the learning disabled woman catches a gang stalker admitting sent to harass read comments video, That video was published on the 29th of January pertaining to me uploading the audio evidence pertaining to 3 teenagers admitting they were put on the 928 bus route on January 28th, the 9th of it, 28th, the night of it, 2012, admitting to me in a hidden running recorder that they were put on the bus route by a third party I do not know and have knownly not ever met at all. A person by the name of Jamar put them on the bus, a bus route I was already on, to intentionally engage in these physical gestures towards me. Now, 2 days ago, I caught another UCSD student. I've caught 3 now, openly admitting to me in a hidden running recorder that they were put at 2 of them on 2 separate dates at Gilman and Myers to engage in these physical gestures by a third party. The first one admitted that a young man told him to do it, and the individual who admitted it day before yesterday told me that an older man told him to do it. And then a third student, okay, admitted that he was put at the bus stop, okay, right off of La Jolla Village Square by a third party to engage in these gang stalking physical gestures. Even though one of them, when I asked one of them, the one at the bus stop off of La Jolla Village Square, I approached him and I asked him if he knew anything about gang stalking. And by his facial expressions and the way they were acting, I couldn't accurately deduce if they honestly knew about what it is, but I'm leaning more towards the factual reality that they didn't. Basically, what they're doing is duping some students, to do these things around a target individual intentionally in order to make the target individual feel stalked, because they got to know where you're at and who you are in order to repeat these physical gestures. Okay? Now, you can go to Google right now. Hold on a second. You can go to Google right now and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking. Organized stalking and gang stalking is the same exact identical crime. It just goes by many different names. You can go to Google right now and type in either organized stalking or gang stalking and repeated physical gestures, and you will see that that is a methodology of gang stalking. It has to do with sensitization tactics. Excuse me. And basically what they do will sensitize the target to, but not limited to, words, phrases, physical gestures, even sounds, and even colors. And then, as a result of them knowing that they have the manager of these expeditions who's managing the harassment, as a result of that person or persons knowing that they have sensitized the target to these aforementioned descriptions, what they will do then is just use different dupe dummies. I really shouldn't say that, because I have a feeling that a good majority of the individuals who have engaged in these physical gestures and repeating words and phrases around me, I've looked at a lot of them. I mean, they've used elderly people, they've used children, they've used teenagers, they've used adults, and they have definitely used students, and they have definitely used staff staff at universities and employees at businesses. And all these descriptions can be Googled and YouTubed in cross-reference to organized stalking and or gang stalking sensitization methods. Now, getting all of this help from the community in reference to what they're told to do against the targeted individual is solicited more than like, well, I already know that it's solicited by individuals that are in the system. It's organized crime in the system. And they're basically using their community connections and resources, including illegally using, but not limited to, law enforcement tools like the community notification. And basically the community at large is told lies about the targeted individual in order to motivate and use anybody that they can to repeat these sensitization methods around the targeted individual in order to let the targeted individual overtly know that they're being gang stalked. Now, other people that they're using are told to repeat certain words and phrases around the target. They were stupid enough with me to get around me and repeat gang stalk. Can you believe that stupid crap? And they were not just repeating gang stalk, they were also getting around me and repeating gang stalk in specific ways. Sometimes, I will say that sometimes they were told to just get around me and say gang stalk, but the majority of the time they were told to get around me and say gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, we're crazy. And I will prove it in this video, because I'm going to play 2 separate audio files really fast of individuals saying it literally around me. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video was because organized stalking, you can go to Google right now and type in gang stalking or organized stalking in libraries. libraries that the average community members pay taxes to fund through their property tax, and I don't know if sales tax or income tax goes towards paying and funding everything that is needed to operate a library, including employee salaries. I caught a North University San Diego Public Library branch manager say GangStalk as I walked by him, while it was being complimentary said by other individuals as I walked by that branch manager. It was caught on audio, and I confronted him about it. That's right, and he didn't deny it. Now, again, repeating certain words, phrases, physical gestures around the organized stalking, gang stalking target individual, everywhere the target individual goes, every single day, non-stop, continuously, non-stop, is how they let the target individual know that they're being gang stalked. And these sensitization methods are by no means whatsoever what we experience as being organized stalking targets concerning what is happening to us. We are brutally assaulted, we can even be raped, okay, and the rest of our personal lives is covertly destroyed and kept destroyed by it being covertly managed and continued. Now, that's not what this video is about. This video is about talking to you about SDSU, USD, and UCSD La Jolla. Okay? The reason why I decided to make this video is this. You can go to Google right now and type in gang stalking and then space human trafficking. And I need you, if you feel inclined to do so, research meticulously and slowly. You don't have to do all your research in one day, obviously. But if you want to take your time to research how gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking, and how even their operations are identical to how human trafficking operations operate, then we have to ask ourselves, are you paying your taxes to fund public library employees, okay? Their computer systems, which I have no doubt in my mind at all that they are more than likely communicating with the individuals who are using them by their computers. That's right. Now, that's just the public libraries. Let's take a look at how our public universities are funded through our property taxes and others, and more than likely other tax revenue dollars that are brought in by the average citizen who has children, who, some of them, are sending them children to these universities, and how they're using these public libraries. I can look you straight in the eye and tell you unequivocally that I have been gang stalked by every single, I'll just put it to you this way, in every single public library in San Diego that I have walked into since I came back to San Diego for the first time since 2006 on August 8, 2011. I was gang stalked on a feverish scale like you would not believe at USD, SDSU, and UCSD. And the individuals that operate these campuses, possibly, I have to say it, remember what I said at the beginning of this video, I have to say this creatively. One of the huge methodologies of gang stalking is to literally attempt to call the target individual crazy concerning the targeted individual truthfully complaining about what's factually happening to them. Because that's one of the ways that they discredit the truth the target's exposing, by literally discrediting the target's mental stability, and that is all over the internet. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and corrupt mental health, corrupt psychiatrist. This is organized crime in the system that has tentacles out within the community. And that includes, but not limited to, judges, lawyers, police officers, possibly members in the district attorney's office, possibly members in the prosecutor's office. Okay? Are you getting the picture? Doctors in area neighborhood hospitals, common mental health. Now, I have already mentioned to you that human trafficking is a direct criminal motivation behind these crimes, but insurance fraud and racketeering, land co-opting, property co-opting, mortgage co-opting, trust fund liquidation, identity theft, any type of crime that you can think of, they are involved in. And basically what they're doing, the individuals who are connected to these crime syndicates that are in the system are using their employment descriptions and the resources that they're connected to in the system to expedite these criminal realities against completely innocent human beings. People just like you. Literally. Now, I'm not making these statements because of high-minded ideas concerning exposing these criminal realities. I'm not making these statements because of emotionalism, because I'm a victim of these crimes, and I'm not making these statements because I have a grudge against anybody. Not at all. I am an activist. Now, these expeditions are designed to put you in and keep you in a victimized mindset and to keep you in a defeated mindset about being powerless over getting any help concerning it. Because they isolate targets of these crimes and they keep any uncorrupted legal assistance or law enforcement advocacy concerning how the law enforcement community should be advocating for victims, including possibly district attorney's offices. Why won't the San Diego District Attorney's Office investigate the factual reality that the MTS video of me being assaulted on an MTS bus? Again, you can go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus, then go to Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered. MTS did send me an altered video. Even a professor over at USD, Eric Pearson, saw video clips of that video of me being assaulted and posted them to First Post. And Eric Pearson is a professor in communications who specializes in videos and images. Why won't the San Diego District Attorney's Office or the San Diego Police, all of them have been briefed and sent detailed communications concerning how this MTS video that MTS sent me is altered? They never replied back to me once. Not once. In fact, they even claimed that I was mentally ill for suggesting to them that it is. All you got to do is go to Google and type in learning disabled woman explains and or exposes how MTS assault video is altered. And you will see that there is detailed information on the internet that will literally show you how and where it's altered at. And why they did it. Now, so all you got to do is sit, and then why won't the San Diego Police make one police report after anywhere between 19 and 23 separate requests on separate dates? They have told me no, flat out to my face, each and every time. So let's take a look at this. When I was out here in 2006, between 1 and 38 days, was I being gang-stalked? Yes. But back in 2006, I didn't have a name for the criminality that was happening to me. But I did make some emails over at the Point Loma Library pertaining to me describing some of the things that were happening to me in San Diego, also along with some other statements pertaining to some criminal realities that had happened to me in another state. Organized stalking and gang stalking is happening in every state, and when the target individual moves from one state to another, they will pretty much engage in what is known as interstate stalking. But that's not what this video is about, so I'm going to stay on task. But you can Google that just aforementioned description. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is because if you have a son or a daughter that goes to any university campus, including the ones that I have described in this video, you need to ask yourself, why won't these aforementioned university campuses investigate the gang stalking of me on their campuses? Why has library security engaged in peculiar behavior around me and why I was in their libraries and on their campuses? Why is campus safety engaged in peculiar behavior around me? Why has specific library staff employees engaged in peculiar behavior around me? And why have people got up in these libraries, on these university campuses, and made 100% complete, bogus complaints about me that were filled with nothing but 100% lies? I literally can look at you right in the face right now and literally tell you to your face that the complaints that were made about me at these university libraries are complete, bold-face, in your face, 100% lies, which were manufactured in order to make it appear that these libraries had a legitimate appearing reason to ban me at specific ones, and at other ones to set the stage to ban me. Now, if you in your heart yourself was experiencing these criminal realities and have experienced what I've experienced, then you would consciously know, you would spiritually know, and you would emotionally know that what happened to you were based on lies. Then, as a result of you knowing that you were banned from these places and set up to be banned in the immediate future from these places, then you would obviously know that you wouldn't be able to go back until you hired a lawyer. Okay? Now, let's take a look at why they would be doing this. At the beginning of this video, I showed you this computer, which I had to go out and buy yesterday. And I haven't talked yet about what I experienced when I left from Walmart and went to UCSD Price Center. It kept crashing. I got an immediate notification that a third party had accessed the network that I was on. And before I got out my video camera to take a video picture of that little electronic notification that came up, it disappeared. While I was using the computer, 2 young men were sitting right across from me, who came and sat down across from me, and were engaging in organized stalking, gang stalking, physical gestures as I was on the computer. 2 of them were. I was right here sitting, and they were sitting right to my right and right to my left, but not right in front of me. Okay? Engaging in these gang stalking physical gestures as I was using the computer kept crashing, and YouTube sent me I believe that the computer was hacked, and they slowed down my transfer bitrate concerning me trying to upload a YouTube video pertaining to current events that have happened to me. That's right. I put in a memory disk card, like from the video camera that I'm using right now, and I tried to upload a 3 gigabyte video file, and YouTube told me it would take over 1,000 minutes to upload it. It was the reason why I bought it. Because every time I go to take a memory card out of this video camera and upload a video at a public library, it tells me the same thing. Now, I have taken bigger size video files and uploaded them off computers inside the biomedical library, USD, and SDSU, and it only took 6 minutes. Why would they be intentionally filing falsified complaints about me intentionally? And I got evidence that the complaints were bogus because the incidents occurred and were caught on a digital tape recorder that was recording as they were unfolding, like the January 9th, 2014 event that occurred right outside of the biomedical library in UCSD campus. The whole thing was caught on digital audio file. Then they send me a letter trying to say that I was bothering an employee, and then stalked him back in the library, which was nothing but complete lies. And they then used this complete lie to send me a letter stating that if anybody else complains about me, I'll be banned from the library for a year. Even though on November 20th, 2013, I caught a UCSD library security guard telling me that a staged complaint can cause me to be banned. That's already uploaded to the internet on YouTube. Now, think about this. If a woman, is being raped, and the rapist takes a cell phone out of her hand, she can't communicate with anybody. Therefore, the criminals have the freedom to continue their crimes because she's not able to expose what's happening to her to 911. This computer was hacked yesterday at UCSD. That's right. I had to buy a computer back in, I got another one right now. It's a Chrome notebook that I had to buy. I'm on disability. I can't afford to buy these computers at all. At all. But I'm having to do this because of the filthy whoredom that these university campuses are doing to make it appear that they got normal appearing reasons to ban me from their libraries because I'm exposing the gang stalking of me on their campus. Now, when you go to Google and type in gang stalking and human trafficking, hang on a second. Let me light a cigarette. Hang on a second. If you went to Google right now, just do what I say if you feel inclined to investigate my statements. Go to Google right now and type in gang stalking space human trafficking and then hit enter. Look at what comes up. You're going to see multiple blogs, and you're also going to be brought to the attention of how a YouTube channel that has the name of Protect Your Life Now, okay? My birds are here. Hang on a second. There's a YouTube channel online right now. In fact, you can go to YouTube or Google and type in Protect Your Life Now. It's a YouTube channel that's dedicated to exposing gang stalking. Protect Your Life Now YouTube channel literally made some YouTube videos, some very good ones, that directly illustrate to anybody that watches them that gang stalking operations are identical to human trafficking operations. Now, I've already mentioned earlier in this video about how I was on USD campus and made a video in November 2011 about how I was experiencing these physical gestures by USD library staff, reference staff, students. Those were the three types of people that were used to create a complaint to ban me from USD. That's right. SDSU, I caught massive gang stalking happening towards me on their campus on video and audio. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. The same exact verbal identical harassment that was caught at USD, SDSU, UCSD, the North University San Diego Public Library, multiple businesses, bus routes, trolley routes. That's right, bus stops, walking down the street. And the following verbal harassment that is the same exact identical verbal harassment. Earlier I discussed how they get around you and repeat words and phrases, which is their way, and physical gestures, which is their way to let you know you're being gang stalked overtly. That's right, sensitization methods. Right now in my possession, I literally have 800 audio files of individuals getting around me and saying the following thing in the following way. Gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, in that way. And then at other times they would just say gang stalker. And I'm going to prove it to you just about in 2 seconds here by playing you the audio of 2 separate dates that are over a year in distance between the calendar dates. Okay, so right now I'm going to play you an event that took place on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day 2013, which was just a little over 4 months ago. That's right. You're going to hear 2 men threatening me and harassing me, and while they're doing it, they're both saying gang stalk together. Then one says gang stalking, and then that same one says gang stalking. I'm going to F you up. This event occurred on November 28th. 2 separate events happened on UCSD property on November 20th, 2013. One of those events was me telling a UCSD campus police officer that individuals are getting around me every single time I went on their campus and saying gang stalk. They said it around me yesterday after I left the Price Center on the bus. That's right. That's right. They said it inside the Price Center. That's right. Except now they're saying it more from a distance, so it's making it a little bit harder for it to clearly be heard. But the phonics of the words can be clearly heard. Just trust me, you'll hear in your face evidence in a second. Let me just light this cigarette for a second. Now I gotta explain this before I play you this Thanksgiving event, because it's gonna really it's really gonna tie something in your mind pertaining to. Listen. On November 20th, 2013, I went to UCSD campus after I was downtown. I updated my bus card for MTS so my bus fare would be current. I think I might have went to the law library. I then took the bus route 150 to UCSD and decided to go to the Price Center. On my way to the Price Center, I was approached by UCSD campus police. Yeah, verbally approached by them. And while I was talking to them, they were being tape recorded on a digital tape recorder. And what I did was I took one to the side and I said, look, I go, what I'm trying to do, I go, I cause no problems whatsoever on this campus, because I don't. I mind my own business every time I'm on their campus. Every time. Hold on. And I said, look, I go, what I try to do, well, basically what I first told him, I go, look, I go, every time I'm on this campus, individuals get around me and say, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalk, gang stalk, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, weird, crazy, oh my god. In that way, everywhere I go, throughout the entire time I'm on their campus, everywhere I go on their campus. I told him this directly and descriptively, that way. And as I was talking to him, it was being tape recorded. I then left his physical presence and went into the library, used the computer about an hour and a half, then went to go leave. I left from the computer, went into the bathroom, went from the bathroom, filled up my water bottle, and then went to go leave the library. 2 library security officers, because these were library security officers. The first person I talked to was a UCSD campus police officer. As I went to go leave the library, 2 library security officers approached me and gave me a library code of conduct and policy. And they said if anybody complains about me, I could be banned permanently or for a year. I said, well, what if it's a staged complaint? And guess what he said? He literally said, yes, that too. To my face. While I was wearing a tape recorder. Now think about this. If somebody says to anybody, like a security guard, says that if anybody complains about you, you can be banned. Okay, and then you say, well, what if it's a staged complaint? Why didn't he say, what are you talking about? Or, that don't make sense. He literally looked me right in the eye and said, yes, that too. Now, I've already uploaded that audio file to the internet. I just forgot the YouTube title of it, but it's online. Just look for, like, learning disabled woman catches UCSD library security admitting stage complaint, something like that, and you'll find it. You'll literally hear it. Okay? Now, this occurred on both of those events occurred on November 20th, 2013. Me telling a UCSD campus police officer that individuals are getting around along all my routes every time I went on their campus, including by Club Med library staff. Club Med restaurant staff, which is restaurant employees of a little Club Med restaurant, which is right up the walking pathway from the biomedical library. And I also told them on multiple dates back in 2012 that the biomedical library staff and other people were saying it around me as I walked by them. That's right. Now remember, back in 2012, when I said the biomedical library staff were saying it as I was walking by them, this occurred in 2012. I called a North University San Diego, the North University Library, the San Diego Public Library, the North University branch manager saying it as I walked by him. I believe it was on March 6th or 7th. It might have been April 2013. And it was caught on audio file. Now, I think that YouTube title is Learning Disabled Woman either exposes Public Library branch manager, or Learning Disabled Woman exposes North University branch manager engaging in gang stalking. You'll find it if you just look for, type in those kind of words. Now think about this. What is the likelihood of me catching a branch manager of a public library saying it as I walked by him after already publishing videos all over the internet back in 2012 that it was being said by biomedical library staff? Think about this. This event you're about ready to hear occurred 8 days on November 28, 2013 after I talked to this UCSD campus police officer, and on the same day concerning the library staff saying that a stage complaint can have me banned. Now, think about this. This event occurred right up the street from UCSD. Two men, both of them saying gang stalk together, one saying gang stalking, and then that same one saying gang of stalking, I'm gonna F you up, right up the street from UCSD. Now, one of the individuals that played a role in this event has harassed men anywhere between 8 and 11 prior occasions engaging in gang stalking towards me. Do you hear them say these words? Alright, now I apologize for the foul language. I was frustrated on that night because they intentionally appeared along a sidewalk and intentionally obstructed my ability to continue to ride my bike, and as a result I had to get off of it. And that's when they started verbally harassing me and threatening me. That occurred 8 days later, right up the street from UCSD. So think about this. The video, the audio file can be proven that I told this UCSD campus police officer, another one, that these words and phrases were being said around me on their campus. And then this happens 8 days later, right up the street from UCSD. Right now in my possession, I have 800 audio files of these words and phrases being said around me everywhere I go, every single day. Everywhere I go. Okay? And that's not including the physical gestures. That's not including, I caught 3 separate UCSD students admitting they were put in my presence, 2 of them on their campus at Gilman and Myers at the bus stop, and 1 at La Jolla Village Square intersection bus stop, admitting to me in a hidden running tape recorder that they were put in my presence to do these physical gestures. Within 2 years after it was caught back in early January 2012, happening over 35 miles away over at on the 928 bus from the Stonecrest Plaza Walmart. It proves that I've been telling the truth all this time. Okay? I'm going to play you right now the audio file of me being on a bus in Yucca Valley, California. Yucca Valley, if you went to MapQuest right now, well, first you got to go to Google. Go to Google and type in the factual reality that UCSD's address is 9500 Gilman Road. Then go to Google and type in Yucca Valley Library's address in Yucca Valley, California. And then MapQuest will bring up the miles of distance between these 2 addresses, over 169 miles apart from each other. Okay? Now, I went to Yucca Valley for 1 week. I left this location on the night of December 5th to go there. And the first bus I took in order to take the additional buses and trains I had to take to get there, the first bus I took to go there was UCSD. And the individual's address that I was looking up to go see in Yucca Valley, another organized stalking, gang stalking target who is an elected official in Yucca Valley, his address was looked up inside the biomedical library, at the North University San Diego Public Library, and at SDSU. All 3 places where this gang stalking, this verbal harassment has been caught around me on hundreds of audio files, happening in the same exact identical way. In fact, you can go to YouTube right now and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDSU." And listen for people saying gang stalk around me. Just listen for it. This video right now that you're about ready to hear, the audio of the video, is me being on a bus in Yucca Valley, California. Okay, on December 11th, 2012. Okay? Now, you're going to hear 2 separate men on this bus say gang stalk, gang stalker, repeating it, while other individuals are saying, "Oh my God," right before and after it, and then a woman flat out saying gang stalking. All you got to do is listen.
Oh, well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars.
Here, let me start it over because the camera moved, and I want to make sure that you hear this because I got to prop it up. So I'm going to play it over. Just listen.
Well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars.
Your first child?
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully my
got my quick
only child.
I'll check the whole thing. The first one, the roughest one.
She never cried.
I'm going to go hang it on my, in my,
She's already talking.
I'm going to take my American flag out. Little kind of flag. Take it out. I'm going to hang it in the window and I'm going to put it on the shop. I wish I did these things right. Oh, yeah. When they look at Rich, oh, yeah, that might work. Now, it's American flag.
You know, I'm going to be really mad if you stopped right here because we could have...
Yeah, we are. They say in 15 years when you put an RFID chip in all newborns.
We could have not walked all the way to Walmart from the Social Security office.
It's a radio
There's so many buses that go.
It's a radio frequency identification implant. You never heard of that? Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, you should.
I hope they're going That's beautiful.
Okay, now, I want you to understand something if you're feeling, well, you know, I put up with this harassment everywhere I go, every single day. Now, UCSD, SDSU, and USD, okay, they generate millions of dollars to the California tax base and San Diego County tax base. Is this why the San Diego police will not, is this why they will not file a police report? 2006, I made some emails when I was out here between 1 and 38 days about how I was experiencing gang stalking, harassment by Point Loma Library staff, security, and other individuals that were in the library. Now, if they make one police report factually stating that I am honestly a victim of this crime, it'll show the duration of it. It'll show the factual reality that I was gang stalked here from another state now in 2 separate years. GangStalk 2 here in 2006, and then GangStalked here again in 2011 up to this date. They know these emails exist because my email accounts have been hacked. My computer's hacked. That's right. So the only thing these libraries are doing are staging events, staging complaints, and then using these complaints and events as a normal appearing legitimate reason to ban me. That's right, because they know I'm going to sue them. Computer hacking it's all over the internet that's a methodology of gang stalking. Just go to Google right now and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and cyber surveillance. Computer hacking of targeted individuals. And you'll clearly be able to see that targeted individuals' computer activity is hacked into, emails are rerouted, email replies are faked, our phones are hacked, blogs are edited by them, discrediting information about targets are made about us by the perpetrators. That's right. Now, when you think about this, okay, if it got out that I'm a human trafficking target, they're going to lie about it and call me crazy. Okay? You better believe it. In order to protect what they've done in the government buildings and I've been gang stalked inside of the San Diego Police Department headquarters. Same method caught on audio file happening around me inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters on digital audio file. Same exact verbal harassment caught on audio file and video file of it happening around me inside the San Diego City Council meeting on August 24th, 2013, and the San Diego Police Department on July 20, no, wait a minute. The San Diego City Council meeting harassment was caught on video on August 23rd, 2013, and inside the San Diego Police Department on July 24th, 2013. The same exact identical verbal harassment that you just heard happening around me on a bus route in Yucca Valley, California when I left this location to go there for 1 week. I went there for 1 week and came back. 800 audio files do not lie. So basically what they're doing is through the cyber surveillance, they see that I'm looking up lawyers and law firms. So they're just deducing it's just going to be a matter of time before I take this evidence to a lawyer. So what they want to do is produce documentation that I am a problem on these university campuses and at their libraries, and as a result, they're staging these events, staging these complaints, and banning me for it. So when they're sued, they can say Miss Williams has got some kind of behavior problem. She's being banned from every library she goes to because of this behavior problem, because look at all these complaints we got. Well, think about this. How am I being gang stalked on these university campuses? By student and by staff. The same exact people they're using to stage these complaints. Audio files do not lie. And tape recorders do not have the ability to have a mental illness. Now you can go to YouTube right now and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Flat Out Evidence of Being Gang Stalked." Listen to every single video that you can, or "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Evidence of Gang Stalking." "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Flat Out Evidence of Being Gang Stalked." "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Jack in the Box." And listen closely, and "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDSU, UCSD, Ralph's Grocery Store." That's right, CVS. You'll hear the same exact verbal harassment happening around me if you listen closely and attentively, and if you look at the additional YouTube videos that are in the description of each of those YouTube videos, showing that it's happening at other places. Okay? Now, I'm going to play you right now, in closing, I'm going to play you the audio of a news broadcast of a targeted individual from Santa Cruz County. And Santa Cruz County is right next door to San Diego County. This gang stalking target's being covered on the news. I want you to listen to what he says.
This story on our website, kcba.com. Here tonight, police call it bullying on steroids. We're talking about gang stalking, but it actually has nothing to do with the gangs that you first think of. Southern Coast News reporter Candace Lynn learned more about the trend and how it's getting more dangerous because of the internet. It makes me so afraid.
Lawrence Casino claims his neighbors are gang stalking him because he plays loud music late at night and is outspoken. He said for the last year and a half he's been systematically followed by a group of people. At one point he said they climbed on his roof to harass him. Casino said he's developed a paranoia that's devastated his relationships with friends and, worst of all, family.
That's the worst part of it. If it was me, I would take action.
Santa Cruz Police Lieutenant Larry Richards said police are becoming more aware of gang stalking because of cyberbullying. But what is gang stalking? Basically, the victims could be driving their car or talking on their phones or walking the streets when a group of people try to systematically terrorize them. Richards said gang stalking is nothing new, but new technology is making it more common.
Gang stalking itself, they have elevated themselves to technology. So this is something that's been going on before the age of Facebook, Twitter, those other social websites. They just now have gone into those areas.
Casino said he's proof that the problem isn't just online and that it can hit too close to home, a home he plans on leaving because of gang stalking.